It's a blend in the middle.
You know, I mean, it's getting there, but you see how,
I do.
I mean, you know, for wanting to have sort of a transition.
You should show the camera like this.
Yeah.
So if you could get up close, you would see that there's sort of
The texture is really
a
good.
texture, which is kind of a nice softened up texture.
Yeah.
Once this gets completely dry, either with just your hand or paper towel, you could blend this even more. But then you would be sort of obscuring that texture, and I think the texture is sort of
I really like it.
Yeah.
nice. It's you know, you can when you're doing something like this. Like I had a student that made a leather boot, and when she was getting ready to color it, I said, well, you know, your actual boot is black leather, which is, you know, and it was hard leather. I said, what about taking some slip? And I showed her how when you have a brush like this, you can sort of build up this texture that I think sort of softens a form up. It just sort of gives it I guess, a bit of a nap. And I don't know, it reminds me of the first time when I saw George O'Keeffe painting in person.
What?
The
Saw her
surface-
painted in person?
So
the surface of, you know, her brush strokes, there are areas like this that look really,
Oh yeah.
where the oil paint looks
Really texture.
softened and has this incredible texture. So, you know, that's something that, you know, the slip is there for color, but you can also just pretty quickly build up kind of a nice surface, which of course then if you really want to work into it, you've got to fire it or else you'll be eroding it. And that's the thing about building up like a fur texture or something, you've got to fire it so that you can go back into it, sort of like, you know, with this texture of mine, if I wanted to use slip as texture, or like a wash, I would put it on and then kind of take it off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
So that's the thing, that's why this term I've been saying, if all your surfaces are smooth, you're going to have a harder time. You know, right there, if this was clay texture, the simple motion of shoving some of this biscuit down into the crevices and taking it off and then re-exposing that white, that's a nice surface, just like that.